There was some grumbling, especially in the Senate.
There's
during
always
debate.
grumbling
There's always,
in Harrisburg.
especially in the
in
Senate.
Harrisburg. No, in
That's
Harrisburg.
in Harrisburg.
I'm not picking on anybody.
But I'll do that later on.
You do it.
Yeah. Some grumbling where Democrats said that they didn't have enough time to review the budget documents, et cetera. Truthfully, the process that I saw this year was pretty much the same as it's been in other years, no matter who's been in charge.
It doesn't matter who's with governor.
That's just it.
Right.
And my question is, are we
It's all politics.
Are we doing this the right way? It just seems like the process is broken. It doesn't seem to work as an outside observer.
Why do you say that? Why do you say it doesn't work?
Because we had 6 months of time where these folks could have been working on this stuff. And once again, here we came down to the final week and the final weekend trying to get everything in at the same time and at the last minute. That's why I say that.
But it does work. If you look at it, we've been funding government. Government's been operating.
Well, they break the law if they don't pass a balanced budget down there. So
but back up. I mean, and you're supposed to have it done on time, and we've gotten it done on time 3 times in a row.
Sure.
We have balanced it. Now the hard part is making it balance when the requests for money far exceed the revenue that is coming in. And what happens is you get into the month of June, and the legislators are always looking to see what are the May revenues, and they try to base it where we're going to be for the future on the May revenues. Now, from the time I introduced the budget in February, the legislature has it. I don't have anything that I don't get a vote. I introduce it. They have it. And as you know, they have hearings in a little bit of February, all through March. They have all these hearings. The budget's out there for the proposed budget is out there for everybody to look at. The public can look at it. The Democrats, Republicans can look at it. So for parties to say we haven't had a chance to see what's in the budget, that's not exactly true.
I think they're talking about the changes, the amendments that come up a lot of times. You need 24 hours to put an amendment in on a bill, and if they get something in less than 24 hours before the vote, then they can't legally put an amendment on.
And those are not laws, as far as I understand. Those are rules of the various houses, because the House and the Senate are completely different. The same thing happens when either party controls either house.
I made that point up front,
but because
too.
Because it's not a law, it's because it's a rule, and they have the ability to waive the rules. But every year we do go through this process, and I guess the question is probably better asked of a legislator than an executive, because I can tell you I'd like to put the budget to bed. Consider the number is pretty close to where we were. When I introduced the budget in February, we could have put this budget to bed in my mind in May, but they want to wait and see what the revenues are. And then, there's different events that take place. They're there some days. They have days outside the Capitol. And I don't set the calendar.
I know, but you have a voice down there for sure.
Oh, I have a voice.
That's why I asked you the question to get your opinion.
I do not set the calendar. I do everything I can, first off, to get that budget balanced within the revenues that we anticipate that we're going to get. And you can ask legislators. I'm always saying, come on, guys and ladies, let's get this done.